And you also got Yoel Romero versus Robert Whittaker, title eliminator fight up there. And right now, Yoel's slight favorite at -140.
Look, these guys almost replicate each other. I tried to get a comparable number in the market because, I was going back and forth making this number, and I didn't see one single book in the world really that had it up. So I said, look, I'm just going to have to go with my number. But when you look at their resumes, they both have a lot of the same big wins, right? I mean, they both beat Jacare for their big signature win, and Romero did beat Weidman. But when I looked back, Romero was an underdog to Weidman, underdog to Jacare, underdog to Brunson. He's an underdog in all these big fights. So then I looked at Whittaker, underdog to Brunson, underdog to Jacare, and they both beat them all. So at the end of the day, it was a really tough price to make. I think Romero's the more popular, the more established guy. Everyone's been calling him the real number one contender. But when you look at Robert Whittaker, only 26 years old, and that win streak he's on, awful impressive. This one's probably close to a pick-em.
Yeah, I got to say, just in pure hands, I give an advantage to Whittaker. And
But
pure boxing skills.
Romero's his judo and his wrestling's really good too. So
Yeah, so
But
is Jacare's.
he does get tired.
true.
And he does get tired.
Yeah, Yoel has gotten tired in
Yeah.
the past, but he didn't. His last fight against Weidman, that went in the third round.
And then the knee.
And his cardio looked good.
Yeah.
Considering Weidman was setting a pretty good pace.
And he was losing to Derek Brunson. He had to come back and win that fight. It's been probably 5 fights in between for Romero. People forget it.
And the Jacare fight was really close.
Yes. Yeah.
And let's not forget Tim Kennedy. He kind of was knocked out at the end of that round.
Did that weird, didn't want to get off the stool and then come out and get him.
Yes, it reminded me Angelo Dundee when Ali fought Henry Cooper, pulling the stitching out of his glove just to give him a little time because he was so hurt at the end of that round.